Welcome to this episode of the DJ Interview with your host, Harry the Big Dog.
We are live. What's up, everyone? This is Harry the Big Dog, and this is the DJ Interview. Let me know in the chat where you are where are you watching from, and who you are. We have very special guests today. So, today is a good one. This is episode number 70. This is milestone right here. This is milestone. Oh, man. I didn't think I'd get to episode 3, but we are on episode 70. So, like I said, put in the chat where you are and where you're coming from and who you are. Now, I don't know if I don't watch the news much, but I got told about this gas crisis going on. And, gas stations are running out. So go fill up if you can. Go get gas wherever you can, especially on the East Coast. I don't know where else it is affecting. We got some people's checking in already. I'll get to you guys. But today, we got a very, very special guest, and she's not a DJ, she's not an MC and all that. She's one of them people that is well connected and also in the video and film field. So that's just among the many other things she does. Let's bring her on right now. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we got Lady J in the place. What's going on, Lady J?
Hey, I am good.
We got a few check-ins already. We got Jason Hodge checking in. What's going on?
Hey, Jason.
We got Grand Mixer GMS from Spokane, Washington checking in. So
hey, Washington.
We're going to have a packed crowd. So
I see.
Be ready. So now, Lady J, what I want you to do with everybody is introduce yourself and let everybody know what you do. The many things that you do. Keep it under a half hour, right?
Okay, I'll try. My name is Jenny Cordero, aka Lady J. I used to model and act. Now I'm in the film business, so I am at a film production company, and I also work with a lot of directors, AD, and director's assistant. I worked for Songwriters Guild of America for like 10 years. I was assistant to the copyright department and assistant to the royalty department. And that's pretty much it. I'm abstract artist. Like Jason Pollock is my type of style of painting. And and I'm also a cancer patient.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because it's something I know you've battled with, and
yes.
We want to know briefly, how you overcame this. and where your state of mind is. But let's get
Mhm.
into what we are actually talking about. Now, you're in the film and video business. So what I
Mhm.
wanted the DJs to understand is the importance of having their EPK, which is a electronic press kit, but a video
Yes.
version of it, because people are into
Yes.
video now, and this world is a watch thing, whether they watch it with sound or without sound. So
Mhm.
let us know that importance and why video.
Well, video is important because as DJs, you always hear them, but you never see them. You pretty much know all
Right.
the mainstream DJs or the DJs who are on the radio station. You know them, but all the rest of the DJs that are going on, people don't really. They hear the name, but they can't see the face. So it's very important. It's now with the pandemic, everybody's home. It's very important for people to be visual. People could see and remember more if it's visual. You know,
Yep. And
it's
people will
very
forget
important.
you. People will forget
In a
you
heartbeat.
if you're not in in view. you know
Yes.
you can go
They're
out to a
visual. Everything is
party.
fast.
Yeah, everything is just like that. We got Jeff Boyd checking in. Zulu Jeff, what's up,
Woo,
bro?
Zulu Jeff. Shout out to my brother Zulu Jeff, aka my brother from another mother. Sending you hugs and kisses. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So, one of the things I've stressed throughout this whole DJ interview journey, not only to
Mm-hmm.
interview DJs, but to let DJs know about the online streaming, all the software they need, all the hardware they need, the type of internet, and especially, you know, it all leads back to video, because they need to be seen. Like you said,
Yes.
people don't know who you are, and a lot of DJs that I've interviewed, other people don't know who they are. They have a click
Or even though
wherever they're local at.
they might even know their name, but they need to know their face, because
Yeah,
once you recognize their face, it easy goes attached to their name and their music
yeah.
and their style.
And I think
So
that
it's very important for them to.
I think that's a personal connection when they do that. Now I'm visually connected to you, so I'm gonna follow you wherever you go, whether you are on Instagram, whether you're on Mixcloud, whether you're on YouTube. So
Yeah. All
real
social
deep.
media streams.
Yeah, all of them except, yeah, actually
Yes.
all of them do. Yeah, because we're streaming to about 11 different places right now.
And then the pandemic forced everybody to be visual, to be online, because nobody could go
Hmm.
anywhere.
Right. And this is, what had the Zoom boom, as they called it, where
Oh
people
man.
figured out and found out about Zoom. But a lot of us
Yes,
already
and
knew
it's
about
Zoom.
Zoom years ago.
Yeah. Office meetings and corp about Zoom because it was there a long time ago. But once this pandemic hit, everything went Zoom, and everybody was like, "I gotta get on Zoom. I gotta do this Zoom," and it went. Dude making money. Zoom guys money.
For real. I guess a lot of people found out about Cash App and everything too, because now you
Mm-hmm.
see people with their Cash App flashing, or they just
All
got it up
over.
there all over. And
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 don't
it's a
forget,
way to,
Amazon.
yeah. Yeah.
Woo.
Even Amazon went live. I know they sell products and
Yep.
stuff, but you still can do a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Oh man. But now, um explain something that you can tell these DJs, just simple video stuff. I know I've explained about just taking simple video, having
Yeah.
somebody else, but I know a
Yeah.
lot of them don't have.
It's not even that difficult. It's
Yeah.
not that difficult. All you have. you could do it with nowadays. You could do it with your Apple phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just make sure you have a
Mhm.
nice background and record it with your phone and just stream it. You know,
Yep.
it's not that you don't have to get so technical and so crazy. As long as they can see you, you can do it with your phone. You can do it on your laptop. Like you could, as long as you can hook up your equipment to DJ and they can see it, do it, and it's so simple.
Right. It really is. Now, what do you suggest when a DJ is a loner and he don't have that person to take pictures or take video of them? What do you, any suggestions to DJs?
They could do both. They could do both, but video is more important because it's live and it's interactive with people and people, you know. But then also you got to remember people attention span is very short, so you have to find your niche as a DJ, like what's you know catchy and attract when it comes to background and who you playing and stuff like that.
Right.
To keep people would like, you know, when everybody was DJing online, people would watch them, and then after a little while it gets boring and then they'll jump to somebody else. So that's another important thing. You got to be interesting.
Yes.
You have to have a gimmick or something
Now,
when you're doing live.
let me do another shout out. This is the international DJ Tommy Lee is in the place to
Hey,
be.
hey, Tommy Lee, what's going on, Mr. DJ?
So now,
Thank you for tuning.
one of the other things that I always stress to the DJs is the streaming things, to stay off of the platforms that don't want you. Mainly when you're playing music, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, you know, they have regulations that they have to follow. So when you
Yes.
when you mess up, they coming on you. But they do have platforms like Mixcloud. Although it's free, the paid platform, the paid part of it, you can actually stream your video. So
Yes, you can.
that's what I push when I'm talking to DJs about going on these platforms, and I get pushback about, you know, nobody's gonna follow me there, and I'm like, it's just a different tab, a different web address. They ain't got to physically go anywhere.
Yeah, it's that they're not making the connection, and I mean Facebook is so popular that they just, oh, I don't have, you know, followers on that, so they're not gonna follow me. They are. As you said, it's just, you know, and then sometimes it's better when you do that when you're paying because they don't cut you off after a certain time.
Exactly.
Like I believe Facebook, you playing, you people all in, and then they drop you, and then you have to log back on to have the people come back on, and that throws your mood.
Right, it throws your mood, and then everybody disappears, and you know, squirrel, they off to somewhere else.
Yep. And you don't want that. You want them to stay on as long as possible.
Tommy Lee is saying he had to think a different way. He needed to get a new fan base. So, you know, just in case people are leery about their fans or who's listening to them now on Facebook or Instagram, you know, if they don't follow you, were they really fans?
That is true. That is true. Some people, when they're on Instagram and Facebook, they'll just want to see what's going on. They don't even like you or comment on your stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, let me check out what's going on. You know? So yeah, you have to make sure that the people who are following you, make sure they comment, and make sure that when they do comment, it has to be more than 5 words or more for in streaming line.
Oh, you know a little something.
A little something.
Yeah,
more than 5 words.
Yes, more than 5 words on y'all. Yeah,
because then it goes on rotation, or more rotation. If it's like little words, then you don't get not that much rotation.
You mean little words like this?
Yes, like this.
So, tell us about your journey. I know you had this cancer thing. Tell us a little about that, and what you went
Well,
through in your mental, then and now.
okay. Well, I got diagnosed in 2010 with breast cancer, and I didn't have it in my family. So I'm the first in my family to have it. I did the chemo, the radiation, and I go to the best cancer hospital in the world, Sloan Kettering, and
Mhm.
Weill Cornell. And I had the chemo and radiation. I got a lot of side effects from the chemo and radiation. I take 28 pills a day to function still. I used to take 38. I'm down to 28.
Mm.
Um, and then it came back again. So I'm back on chemo. And it's been a hard journey. But the most important thing is to kind of keep your mind busy, so you won't have to worry and sit there and think about what you're going through.
Right.
Um, with everything in this world, everything is temporary. Nothing is forever. Your pain, even life, everything is temporary. Even
Yeah.
pain is temporary. You're in pain for a second, and then it kind of dies off a little bit, and then it might come back. But it's temporary.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, and you also have to have good people around you, and any type of a spiritual or whatever you want to, karma, Buddhist, Christian,
Yeah.
Muslim, whatever type of spirit you have to kind of so it could kind of give you more strength to carry on. That's what helped me. So,
Now, Graham makes a GMS. Getting back
mhm.
to our previous question, I didn't see this.
Yes,
He said, "Do more than 5 words help with the algorithm?"
yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
More than 5 words, it helps with the algorithm.
And if you want to know the
So,
rest, just get our course that we have yet to build. We need to work on that now. But
yes.
yes, all of the let me give a little class right now. All
Yeah.
of the comments that you guys put in, if it keeps going, then Facebook, YouTube, all of them, their algorithm is set to be like, okay, this is interesting. I need to open it up to other people so they can see it. So that's when you see
Yes.
when people are engaged, whether they're liking, giving hearts, likes, thumbs up, comments is the most. And then
Most
you'll see a
important.
spike in
Yes.
people because they always initially just give it to a few people first, unless you've sent a link out and people come. I have people that hear that come religiously every week to my show,
Hmm.
and that's how the algorithm works. It's a little more intricate than that, but the comments, the constant comments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the little gist of it.
Yeah, that was the little gist. I just wanted to get back. So Tommy is saying, what do you say to someone else who's dealing with cancer, and do you have info for people to call or email?
Well, Sloan Kettering has great. They get the first of everything knowledge when it comes to cancer. They're the best in the world. That's all they cancer, all types of cancer. Um, and people who have cancer, they have to go and speak about it and talk about it because as soon as you hear you have cancer, the first thing you think is I'm gonna die. Like how long do I have? But nowadays they have so much research. People are living longer. It's a hard journey. Some people they it's not that bad, and some really bad. It's all depending on what type of cancer you have, what stage it is.
How
Like
early they
mine is,
catch it?
yes, it's very important if they catch it early. Go and get checked. You know what I mean? People who have insurance and you pay insurance. Don't brush it off, or don't be afraid of the unknown. The quicker you learn about it, the better it is for you.
Right.
Sloan Kettering, they even cure 4th-stage cancer. But you don't want it that
Really?
stage, because that's the
Right.
last stage. Depending on the cancer, of course. And just remain knowledgeable about the cancer. Ask other people who are going through it, so it could give you support, so you won't feel like you're the only one going through this and feel alone. Because you have people and friends that speak to you and be like, oh, you're a fighter, you're tough, but you don't feel it. You're like, yo, I'm dealing with pain all day.
Mm-hmm.
But people going through it that is in the same shoes that you are, they could be encouraging to you. When you have your down days, not always happy-go-lucky. I have my down days, and I reach out to those people who going through the same thing, and it helps me out.
Yep.
You feel like you're not by yourself.
Somebody that could just cheer you up.
Yeah.
Tell a joke or two.
Yeah. See the brighter side of things. You always got to remember there's always somebody worse off than you. Always.
I don't want to mess this. I don't want to mess this name up.
Okay.
What? And she's saying hi to you, or Amora?
Name up. Amora? Well, you ask for forgiveness if you're messing up his name, or her name.
Please. Sorry. But thank you for checking in.
Yes, thank you for checking in.
So Jeff is saying, are you Italian, Jenny?
No, I am not Italian. I'm Dominican.
Dominican.
I am Dominican. Yes, I was born in Manhattan, in Bellevue Hospital, and raised in Jersey City all my life. And my parents are Dominican, from the Dominican Republic.
Okay. Good to know. So now, I'm just laughing at these comments. Why are you laughing at my name? It is cute. It is. Not
very interesting name. Very interesting name.
I just didn't want to mess it up. Jeff is saying you're talking with your hands a lot.
Yeah, Spanish people were very how can you call it? Emotional. It's almost like Italian, because you speak with your hands.
Hand moving.
Yes.
We got DJ Reggie Reg checking in. What's up, bro?
Hey, Reggie Reg, on. Sending you love.
So now, getting back to what you do, I know in talking to Jeff, I did interview Jeff, and that interview is coming up soon. Had to do some. We had some tech issues that day. Oh man, but we got through it, and it's coming up soon. So I know you guys
persevered. You persevered through the technical issues.
Yeah, we went through about an hour and a half of tech issues.
Woo.
But that's neither here nor there. So I know you guys are out a lot, and me and Jeff talked about the relationships and staying connected. Can you elaborate a little on connection? Because I'm imagining, from what I heard, a lot of people, and you're connected to a lot of people, and how do you get those connections, and how do you keep them?
You have to be, persisting. It's like any friendship, relationship, you constantly got to check in once in a while. You have to be in the mix, you have to be approachable, and you have to have something to talk about with them, to share, to go back and forth.
Right.
We go to a lot of events. Zulu Jeff is part of Zulu, and he hosts party, he books parties. So I'm always, hanging out with him, which he's also my home attendant. You know,
Okay.
so we always go on different events and networking. Important to network. Find out what people are doing. See if maybe they could use you for something, or you could use something. Use the barter. If
Right.
there's no money exchange, maybe, hey, I'm doing this. Maybe you could use this that I do, and vice. And
A
always,
simple
give them a
introduction.
call. See, yeah, just call and see, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Just keeping tabs on you, seeing what you're doing. I want to come and support. And that's how you build relationships. And they will always keep you in your mind when they have something going, and they'll call you, be like, hey, I have this event. I want to use you for this, or I just want you to come and support. And you can network while you go out and support.
Now, one of the secrets that I do, and it's really not a secret, it's just
Mm-hmm.
common sense to stay connected with people, is to reach out to them,
Yeah,
whether it be text
simple,
or phone call.
very
You
simple.
don't really have to say nothing all the time. Hey, Jenny, just checking up on you.
That's it. That's it. And that's so important
It
because it
is.
only takes 5 minutes. That's it.
That took 5 seconds. Well, if you type slow with your thumbs, it could take 5 minutes to say, "Hey,
Yes.
Jenny."
Or you have a lot to say.
So back to one of the questions, Jason,
Mm-hmm.
he's asking for folks starting off on their journey like you did. What would you
What type of
say would be
journey?
the best? Yeah, and I want to get a little more elaboration on that, because we done probably moved on from whatever we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason, if you can elaborate just a little bit more on which journey,
Yes.
whether it's the cancer journey or the networking journey.
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah. Jeff saying, you mean 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on? Yeah, we're on. We
On,
got
on.
we got Chris Kloss checking in. What's up, bro?
Hey, Chris. What's up,
That is one of
Chris?
my
Thank you for checking in.
marketing. That's one of my marketing partners right there, and we're doing big things.
Salute, salute, salute.
Somebody said, "Oh, Tommy, that international DJs." You see, I got to do it with the hands all the time. It's an
Yes,
animated.
yes, yes. International.
He's saying, "I love your hair."
Well, thank you. Thank you. It took a while for it to grow, but it grew back. It grew back. Um,
Nice.
I basically use Grind for my hair. All their products is all natural, and keep your hair moist. Moisturize your hair so it can look nice and healthy.
So it can look good.
Yes.
So now back to these, the networking thing, and I brought that
Mm-hmm.
up because a lot of DJs, I don't know if they don't know how to network, or or just lack it, thinking that it's not necessary. Some of them may think they all of that, and you got to call me, but like you stated, you have to be approachable and be able to
Yes.
talk and have a conversation. So that's what I want to educate the DJs on. We got they cut up in the chat. Chris Gloss is saying you have a lot of energy. I don't know if you caught
Oh,
Chris that she talked about her cancer bout, and she's in the middle of it again for the second time. But
yes.
yes, she
For the second
does.
time.
Yes, she
Yes, I'm very energetic. Yes, yes.
does. So now back to, I know we get like thrown off,
We're
but
going that way. We gotta reel it in.
yeah, I mean, back to the networking part and being
Hmm.
approachable and all of that stuff, is there anything you can tell these DJs? I know we touched on a few things, just like, sending a simple text or calling, you know, maybe using your network, because, you have a network. That's how I got you on, through DJ Tommy
Hmm.
Lee. And thank
Word of
you,
mouth too.
Tommy Lee.
Everything is
Yeah.
through word of mouth.
And mhm.
Promote. You have to promote yourself. I see DJs that wear their name with with the t-shirts and the hats. Business cards. You know, always promoting where. Those are like little simple little things that they could do to get people to kind of be like, oh, who's that? What are they doing?
Mhm.
Little simple things like that to promote themselves.
And I think the
And it's
video
always a topic
aspect
of
of it,
conversation.
yeah, I think the video aspect of it is more powerful when you can come on and it's like, yo, I'm playing here. What's up, everybody? You're talking to your community or your fan base, and
Yes.
they're getting to know you a little better, so now they can
Yes, they
follow you more.
visualize to see you. They see
Mm-hmm.
you visually, and they could connect because some people have photographic memories. They're like, oh, or don't. You have that face that you can remember. That rememberable
Right,
face.
right. So I just wanted to really stress about the video aspect of things. And I know, you done gave a tip about just the regular iPhone.
iPhone,
Have
simple. Yeah.
somebody. uh I don't remember if I asked this or not, but that DJ that's by their self, when you come, when it's the both of y'all, Jeff could take pictures of you, you could take pictures of Jeff. But what if you're there by yourself? How do you how do
Even
you
if
get
you
video or or
you could
or
you could time it on your phone. They have
Mhm.
like a device that you could hook up your phone like a stand, and you could have it just playing, and you make sure you get it in the right angles, you get light, you test it out, and all you have to do is hit play, and then it plays by itself.
Yeah.
So it's that simple. Like, for example, for the pandemic, we were all stuck at home. Jeff at the
Right.
time lived a couple of blocks away from my house. We were bored, and I was like, yeah, I'm coming over, we could play board games. And then we started putting on live, and then his roommate was a DJ, so then we had a DJ in the background. So we had a DJ, we started playing board games and talking crap, and next thing you know, we had everybody tuning in like, oh, when are you gonna come and do this again, the board game and this and that. And how are you going to be in the middle of a pandemic and have a DJ in the background? Why are you playing board games? That's crazy. And this just to keep us busy because we were so
Yes.
bored.
Yes.
But we were
Connection.
safe.
Yes.
We were also safe.
People want the connection. It's built in our nature to be sociable, most of us.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
that's how humans are built. They want to be social. So when when we all had to stay in the house, that's when Zoom had came in. And yeah, I did the
Yes.
bingo. I did the online bingo. I did the karaoke online. Me and Tommy did a New Year's Eve party. I did a
Nice.
comedy show for veterans with my
Nice.
boys Jason and Chris, who's on here.
Hey,
We've
Chris.
done
Hi,
a lot.
Jason.
We've done a lot, and people are DJing.
DJ
Well,
Nice.
yeah, D Nice.
D Nice.
I was going to say
He
Derek,
blew
but
up.
people wouldn't even know who he is. But D Nice, he started this whole thing, and just people just took to it, and then
Yeah.
along the lines, other DJs got into it. Yeah, Jeff is saying salute to D Nice. He
Salute,
started a
salute,
lot of this.
salute.
I need
Yes.
I need to get him on here
Yeah, that'll be nice.
somehow.
Talk to Jeff. Jeff knows him.
Oh, Jeff, yeah, just hook it up. We'll go on next week. But that connection with people, and like I said, the video, the aspect of it, is crucial nowadays. It's not
Very crucial.
going nowhere. It's not going
Nope.
nowhere. Most of everything you see, YouTube, Facebook, video related.
Yeah, everything. Even people don't even go out to the movies anymore. Everybody's on Netflix and Hulu and all these other apps to watch, stuff online, and everything is visual.
Oh yeah, don't forget HBO Max. That's why I seen Godzilla versus Kong. I'm a fan of both Godzilla and Kong.
Well, I'm King Kong all the way.
All right, you good? You still team? You still team? Amora saying Jeff knows too many people.
He knows everybody.
I know.
Everywhere we go, he bumps into somebody he knows. It's ridiculous.
I know. I was telling.
But that's just all the love they have for him.
When we were talking earlier, I said, me and Jeff got to have like a 3-part series because we still didn't touch on a lot of the stuff that he's got in his head.
Yo, he has a photographic memory. He's a historian. He remembers people's birthdays, remembers times, groups, knows every lyric that you could possibly think of. Is a walking calculator. Like, you need some time with him. Definitely.
Let's test him. Jeff, February 1979, what records came out? Yeah, do the drums beat. So if you have questions for Lady J, put them in the chat. Let us know. We're gonna start wrapping this thing up.
Oh, one more thing I want to say.
Yes.
Well, for DJs, so please get your stuff in order. Life insurance. Go to the doctor and get checked. What else? Investment, stuff like that. Get your stuff in order because you never know how long you're here, and then next thing you know, you're not here, and everybody's scrounging to get stuff together.
Yep.
It's very important. Have your stuff in order.
Definitely. And when it comes to health insurance, when it comes to life insurance, and everything else, financial, because a lot of DJs got hit hard last year when everything shut down and going out, their money stopped. So me, Chris Gloss, and Jason Hodge, we talk about this word pivot. If you didn't pivot correctly, you probably was done. And a few of them, they did that pivot. D Nice, he started that pivot to where DJs were DJing online and actually utilizing their Cash App. If they've never heard of it, they created one and was getting a couple of dollars just to make people feel good. So definitely. Jefferson, February 1979, everybody, Wang Chung came out. We don't know who Wang Chung is unless you watch Kung Fu flicks. Chris Gloss is saying, great advice. Oh, so any last words you want to tell everybody? I know we touched on the getting yourself together. We touched on the video. You explained to them about your cancer and what you're battling through. Any last words you want to tell these DJs?
Just find your niche and find your niche. Be at social media, use all your social media can. Videotape yourself, promote yourself. You're the one that loves yourself the most. This is your job. So go out there and let the world know what you do.
Right. Definitely. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yes. Izzy, this is his studio, is Champion Studios, and he goes through Champion Music. He let me the place so I can come here and be with you guys. International international DJ. He's here, he hooked me up with you. So you come here and interview me.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Thank you for everybody for tuning in and listening to my little story. Shout out to GD.
Yes. Jeff was saying Tommy Lee is a bad man. Where can people follow you at?
I hear you. Repeat it.
I said, where can people follow you?
Oh, Facebook is Jenny Cordero, and Instagram is a little long. It's Jenny _ Cordero _ lady _ J. That's where you can find me on Instagram. And I'm always out and about. And if you want to stop me and ask me questions, I'll be more than free to answer all the questions you guys want. That's pretty much it.
Jeff, I was about to say that with the underscore. She went _happy on that Instagram.
Yes, a lot of underscores. Well, because there's a lot of Jenny Corderos out there, so I had to make myself different and unique. Yes, there is.
Wow. Shout out to Big Jeff.
Yes, Big Jeff.
So we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm going to put Jenny, Lady J, in the green room. I'm going to close this thing out. We just want to thank you. And Jenny, I want to thank you for your time.
I also forgot one more thing. I'm an ambassador for Adidas. You see Adidas right there. My boy Marcus Tom Woods from Adidas. He's the one that always blesses me with all my Adidas gear.
Shout out to Adidas. And
Adidas.
You're affiliated with Tommy Lee. I see that bag in the back too.
Yeah, he's right here. See, let me see. There you go. So,
yes.
Shout out to Mr. Tommy Lee.
Yes. Thank you again, Tommy Lee, for setting this up. And he also set the interview with me and Jeff up. Next week we will be back.
Come back.
We will be back with another DJ interview. So, Jenny, I'm going to put you in the green room so I could close this thing out. Thank you so much for blessing us with your time.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, everyone, thank you for showing up. Thank you for getting that knowledge. We wanted to know about how DJs can promote themselves a little better. And Jenny let us know some of the tactics you can use. She talked about, making sure you have your niche. This is Harry the Big Dog, and this is the DJ interview. And we will be back always on Tuesday, 8-ish Eastern time.